Hello and welcome. This is a reading for sun sign in Gemini. You'll also definitely feel it if your rising is in Gemini, and possibly you will feel it as well with your moon in Gemini. First and foremost, Happy New Year. This is a short and sweet reading overview for 2024. If you tune in monthly, I will break down more interpersonal things going on by the month. But the big news is that Pluto is going into Aquarius in January, about January 20th and 21st. You have Sun conjoined Pluto entering Aquarius. So the Sun will illuminate. You'll really feel that illumination. Really tune in around January 20th and 21st. Tune in, make your affirmations of what you want to experience over the next 20 years. Look back to last year between March and June. Did you see any opportunities that you would like to pursue over the next 20 years that came available to you? Those were little glimpses, so to speak, of what you could pass that you could pursue. Now, with the Sun illuminating in January, pick up that phone, make that call, launch that campaign, do what it is that your heart is feeling true to, that you would like to enjoy and experience over the next 20 years. Maybe it's somebody that you met during that time. But definitely this is a new chapter, okay? And in specific for Gemini, Sun or Ascendant in Gemini, you will be experiencing the shift from the 8th house to the 9th house. So 8th house rules things like big institutions, governments, government money, banks, things like that. Maybe you had a type of job where you work for the county or, something, government oriented. You'll be shifting from the 8th house to the 9th house. So 8th house also rules loans to, banks. Maybe you bought a house during the 8th house experience. You have a loan, hopefully not, didn't get too badly in debt, but hopefully you're doing okay. When you go into the 9th house, money is still very important. But you also start to see how you can help others. So hopefully you set something aside. Maybe you can, wisely contribute towards things that make sense. 9th house is the higher mind. You'll really be seeking things with higher education. Does work have sort of a training program you could put a little extra energy into, something like maybe you go back to school. 9th house is definitely you're really gonna want to study and enjoy that type of higher education. It also rules travel to foreign places. You may find yourself on long journeys. So get it, long journeys physically, going places, maybe going abroad, but also long journeys of the mind, experiencing and tapping into knowledge that's on a higher plane. So it's an exciting time. So for the next 20 years, embrace it and, see what you would enjoy spending your time doing during this time, because this year is that transitional year into this new chapter. So really look for those opportunities, sort through it, jot them down, be conscious, be aware. Maybe jot down things that happened between March and June of last year. Take note of things that are happening in January 20th and 21st in specific, and filter through it and see, hey, is this a real opportunity that would work for me over the next 20 years, and would I enjoy this? That is the most key thing that is happening. There's some other big planets that everybody is experiencing, and we can get more into it in smaller readings. With Pluto changing signs, Pluto is square Jupiter, and then it goes to a trine of Jupiter once Jupiter enters Gemini in 2024. So as far the first half of the year, everyone may feel some sorts of insecurities and avoid maybe even trying because they're, maybe exaggerating their burdens. to justify not jumping in and doing stuff. But it is still good to be conservative the first half of the year in terms of what you put your energy into. And as Jupiter goes into Gemini in 2024, then Pluto in Aquarius becomes trine to that Jupiter. So that's actually going to be very benefic, where you can motivate yourself and others to achieve potential. And it's not quite as risky to see. You're going to be able, it's going to flow better as to, what and who will pan out, things that will actually work. So that's hopefully will make some sense to you. You got some other big aspects that everyone has experienced. Saturn can join Neptune, sextile Jupiter can join Uranus. That's another one that you want to take advantage of the first half of the year. A lot of excitement and growth to your future. Again, when Jupiter enters Gemini, we then have Neptune square Jupiter and Saturn square Jupiter. So there is that sort of that fear of failure and sort of misguided expansion. A little bit of fogginess there. The only thing I can say with all of that is don't take on too much. It's better to do 3 things well than 5 things not well. Have a sort of like, hey, these are the 3 things I really want to accomplish today. And then at the end of the day, go, oh, wow, I did these things. Pat on the back. Good job. You need to build that inner confidence, the small things, so that larger things don't paralyze you. And this is not just for your sign. These are bigger aspects that are happening for everyone right now. All right. I hope that helps. All right. Tune in again. Yours, Astro Angel. If you resonate with this work, press the like or subscribe button. We appreciate you listening. Enjoy.